More news coming in. These are inside details of U.S. trade talks on India today. Sources say that officials will be briefing the cabinet on trade talks. U.S. wants India to reduce agricultural tariffs. Sources say U.S. cites high tariffs in agricultural sector. Officials may be briefing the cabinet on U.S. trade talks status. Union cabinet meeting at 1. India resists opening agriculture, dairy sectors to cheaper imports. That's a position that India has taken. US, meanwhile, wants India to reduce agricultural tariffs. US is citing India's high tariffs in the agricultural sector. India wants US to cut duties on food items, butter, bovine meat. India's simple average tariff at the rate of 39% versus US at 5%. Earlier, India's trade weight average tariff at 65% versus 4% in the US. Telling you more about the trade tariff talks which are underway at this point in time. These are inside details of the US trade talks on India today. Officials will be briefing the cabinet on trade talks. It's a meeting that's going to take place. US wants India to reduce agricultural tariffs is what we know. I'm going straight across to Chetan Bhutani for more details on that. Chetan, get us the inside track of what India has said. India, of course, has put its suggestions forward also, where it wants US to cut duties on food items, butter, bovine meat, and has also put forward its own concerns. What are they? Tell us more.
Well, Sneha, the big breaking that we are currently doing at business today is the fact that the Union Cabinet, which is currently supposed to meet at 1 p.m. today, is expected to receive a briefing on the status of ongoing trade negotiations with the United States. What my sources are telling me is that top-level officials of the Government of India is likely to brief the Union Cabinet on the deliberations with the United States. Well, a key point of contention remains India's high agriculture tariffs, with the United States pushing for significant reductions. India imposes a simple average tariff of 39% on agriculture products compared to just 5% in the US, while its trade-weighted average tariff stands at 65%, far higher than US's 4%. Well, Washington has cited these figures in urging India to ease restrictions on agriculture and dairy imports, which India has so far resisted to protect domestic farmers. In fact, top-level government functionaries have told business today that that India is completely focused on protecting its farmers' interest as it forms the backbone of India's agrarian economy, and of course wants to protect its interests.
All right. So you did speak about the fact that India is firm as far as agriculture and import. In fact, India holding firm really on agricultural tariffs are concerned. What has the US in fact said in response? Talk to us a little more about their concerns vis-a-vis the market access for agricultural goods, because that was very much on top of their agenda.
Well, that's right. At the same time, India is demanding a reciprocal concessions, particularly wanting the United States to reduce its tariffs on food items, food preparations, butter and bovine meat. Well, the negotiations are crucial as both sides seek to strike a balance between protecting domestic industries and expanding trade opportunities. And the outcome of these meetings, which is actually scheduled to be concluded on 29th of March, is very crucial. And India really wants to protect its farmers' interests, because the Prime Minister has always been very clear about the fact that farmers' interests are the topmost priorities for the government, and anything that affects the agriculture economy and its sectors will strictly be resisted with.
Right, I'm going to thank you. Getting in those details at this point in time is my colleague Chetan Bhutani. Here's what External Affairs Minister S. Shankar had said earlier on trade talks with the US.
We had a very open discussion, and the result of that discussion was that the Prime Minister and the President agreed that we would conclude you rightly said, not a free trade agreement, but a bilateral trade agreement by fall this year. And that is what is currently under discussion. We have a team here, by the way, they're not it's not that they are kicking off the discussion. My colleague, the Trade Minister, the Commerce Minister was in the US last month. And since then, actually, we've been working the trade account through through virtual means. So there's a very active and intense trade discussion going on at this point of time.